What's going on, guys? We are back. We're doing wild card predictions. We got 4 glorious days of Swiss action that you will not have to watch because you'll find out the results right here because I write all the scripts. So let's get right into our predictions. Let's pop up on the screen. We're going to do this relatively quickly because I don't want to sit here forever and make a video. I'm trying to keep most of my videos between 10 and 15 minutes because I feel like any more it just drags on. And I like to ramble like I'm doing right now. Anyway. Let's get over to the sheet. First off, Adam Core. Give him some love. Adam Core. PayPal, if you want to donate, feel free. Twitter, Adam Core RL. And Discord, if you want to give him a friend request. I don't know what really matters about Discord. Like, I don't want friends on Discord personally, but hey, if Adam Core wants them, send them his way. Let's get into the sheet. He made it. Rosters, we don't need that. We already know that. Everything's populating very, very slowly, so why not? We'll just throw that in there. Okay. Yeah, everything's populating slowly, but that's okay. We're going to go through all of this. Pick'em challenges. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so fancy. So fancy. Did I do this right? I did not. Hold on. All right. Wild card. Let's do it. Here we go. Complexity versus Valiant. So, SSA, 0 wins against major region teams outside of APAC last time around. I don't expect that to change. So, I forgot it's a 4-0. It's best of 7s. So, I'm going to go Complexity 4-0 there. G2, same thing. 4-0 to Limitless. Sorry, SSA, but you're going to have a bad time at the wild card. Next up, we got Moist versus Gaming Gladiators. I'm going to go 4-0 as well here. Don't think Gaming Gladiators got it, but we'll see. All right, Pioneers, Twisted Minds. AI odds, 68% to Twisted Minds. Pioneers played this team last year, but it's been a full calendar year. Since then, Twisted Minds has been on the up and up. Pioneers have been on the down and down. So I'm going to go a 4-1 for Twisted Minds. Crew versus G1. The AI very, very favorably likes G1. A lot of people talking about rumors around G1's roster. I don't know if that necessarily matters anymore. Like, I get it. Before Boston, maybe they were trying out new people, yada, yada, whatever, based on rumors. But, like, they've had a month. They're going to figure it out. Players are going to get over it. Like, players get almost kicked all the time. It's fine. It's not a huge deal. I don't think that's the issue. I think it comes down to Sam. Do they show up again? It seems like Sam always has that miracle run. Crew had it in winter, but will they do it again? It's a rematch. I wanted to be on the Sam train last time for Jorby's sake, but it killed me in my T-Bates predictions. So I'm going to go G1 4-3. Why not? Get a spicy one going early. Next up, Space Station versus Team Secret. Team Secret just barely missed out on the Sam Major. I think Space Station is a team that is very consistent, and I think they will do very well against minor regions. So I'm going to pick them here, a pretty comfortable 4-1. It is the first LAN match, though, so, like, who knows? Maybe a little bit of hesitation, but I think 4-1 is still fine. Power versus Oxygen. Oxygen is one of those hit-or-miss teams. They are Swiss merchants, I would say. Oxygen has a pretty good chance, I think, to do well here. Power at times looked fantastic at the spring major, but that Rule 1 series, it hurt me so deeply. Like, they look so good for 2 games, and then it's just mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and then they lose at 3-2. Long series, I think, will favor Oxygen. I want Power to do well, but I don't know. I think Oxygen comes out on top there. Falcons elevates. AI actually likes elevate a decent amount here. Compared to what I thought it would be. I think Falcons will win this comfortably, but I will give Elevate a game, maybe even 2, but I'll give them a game for right now. Actually, why not? Let's be bold. Let's go 4-2. Sorry if you can't see it completely because my head's in the way, but I think you can mostly see it. So what that does is, ooh, okay, so this is what I thought might happen. So we'll do the lower side first. So we got Crew versus Valiant. Again, I don't expect SSA to do that much, but hey, who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. I think Power is much better than Gaiman. I'll give Gaiman 1 game. And here we go. Here's what I thought might happen because Elevate has a high seed. They have the 8th seed. So if they do decently in the Falcon series, and if there's not a ton of upsets, or like it's possible that they play one of those lower end seeds. because they have basically 3 chances at it. They'll get the 14, 15, or 16 seed, but it's only if they all get swept. So Limitless, Gaming Gladiators, and Valiant. So they do run into Limitless here. I think they win this pretty comfortably. I think Elevate, out of any of these teams, has a chance to do some damage. That's why I did 4-2 to Falcons. I think maybe Falcons begin slow, but then figure it out. But Elevate's scrappy. I'm not a huge fan of APAC in general because, like, I know a lot of people will hype them up a lot, but it's like they've won 1 game this year versus major regions. They won 1 game like all of last year versus major regions. It's like I don't expect them to do that much, but I expect them to do a little bit better than they have been doing. Pioneers versus Team Secret. Again, I'm not very high on Pioneers. I think this is an interesting matchup because it's basically like OCE 3 versus SAM 3. I know technically Pioneers are OCE 1, but they play like OCE 3 lately. Both teams missed out on the major. I think we'll go a 4-3. Very close series, but I'm going to go Team Secret there. All right, moving on to the top side of the bracket. Complexity versus G1. Wow, see, the AI really likes G1 here. I'm going to go Complexity. I think Complexity is better than G1. I will go a 4-1. AI odds G2 over Oxygen, just barely, because, again, I think they're just, like, they favor heavily Europe in general compared to NA. This one's tough. It depends how Oxygen looked in their first series. They only played Power, though. G2 didn't really play anyone either. So no one's going to play twice on one day until the very last day of this tournament. So you don't have to worry about that, like, momentum going into the series. But I think G2 will find a way. I believe in Coach Sathu. I'm going to go 4-3. Why not? Moist versus Falcons. This is a juicy one. Falcons... I think Falcons have been more on the downturn. I think a lot of people believe in Moist way too much than they should. Because in spring, they had the easiest quadrant. Like, literally, every team in that quadrant, as soon as they went to the lower bracket, they lost versus any other quadrant. And then Moist went 0-2. Moist also is not very good against the top of EU. Played them 7 times, won once, all split. So, a lot of people thought in my power rankings of who could actually win the tournament, they thought I should have had Moist at 10. But I'm like, they've already had 4 chances versus the 4 best in Europe, and they are clearly the 5th best. Like, I don't see it that much, but I do see them doing well in Swiss. So, long story short, we'll go 4-2 here for Moist. SSG versus Twisted Minds. Again, I think SSG will do well against the smaller regions. Twisted Minds is kind of a wild card, right, to see what they do, but I do think Space Station will come out on top and be doing pretty well. Now we got Complexity versus G2 in all NA battle. Look at this. NA's got 3 teams in the top 4. I can't believe it. It's probably because most of Europe is all in the main event. Anyway, Complexity versus G2. I think we need some hope for G2 fans. I just want to hear G2 fans on Reddit for like a day and a half believing that they have hope. I want to give them that at the very least because G2, it hasn't been a great year. They're going to come up with the upset win here. And G2 will go 3-0. Moist versus Space Station. I think that this one is basically a coin flip. The AI also thinks it's basically a coin flip. NA needs some hope. Even though I'm an EU fan at heart because I like good Rocket League. I'm a fan of good Rocket League in general. So people think I'm a fan of EU, but it's really just I like good Rocket League. But I'm going to go NA. Space Station coming out on top. What are we at? We're almost at 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and not go too long here. Oxygen versus Team Secret. I think Oxygen are going to do well in Swiss. I think they make it out. I don't think they'll have a problem versus the amount of regions all that much. So I'm going to go another 4-1 for them there. Falcons versus Power. This is Power's redemption arc for the Rule 1 series. I think they get the win here. They play hot. They figure it out for a full series, hopefully. And Power gets the win there. Crew versus Twisted Minds. Drufino. I like him a lot. Do I go for the upset? No, I can't. I can't. Big Drew is going to pull it out. We're going to go 4-3, though. Make it an exciting series. Elevate G1. I don't believe in Elevate all that much, but it is interesting because the bottom 0-2 series are a little bit different than you would think then because of that. Pioneers, I think they'll get the 4-0 over Valiant. And Gaming Gladiators, I think they'll get the win here over Limitless. We'll give Limitless 2 games. Why not? Have a little fun with it. Complexity versus Power. Ooh, that's a good matchup, I think, for Complexity. I don't think they have to worry too much. The best defense in NA should be able to hold out against OC's probably best offense, at least internationally. But I think they'll still hold out and win this pretty comfortably. Moist versus G1. G1 could do some damage, but I don't think it's here. I'm going to go 4-2. So I do expect the EU teams to at least be in that 2-2 round. And that's G1 and Oxygen both. If not, come out a little bit earlier. Crew versus Oxygen. Why not? Let's get a slip up here for Oxygen. I think they will do well against these teams, but Crew's coming off a big Game 7 win. You know, they're feeling it. They're feeling it. Another Game 7 win. The Crew run goes on. Twisted Minds versus Gaming Gladiators. I don't think this is much of a contest. Elevate versus Pioneers. Pioneers getting 2 of the APAC and SSA regions. Good for them. Falcons versus Team Secret. I'll make this a 4-2. You know what? 4-3. Let's go to Game 7 or so. Falcons, Team Secrets. Oh. Let's go 4-3 Falcons here. All right, so what do we got left? I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Oh, Battle of Greens. 9 seed versus 10 seed. Falcons and Oxygen. Sorry, Falcons. Oxygen make it through. Power versus Pioneers. Oh, baby. This is going to be a 4-0. They're just going to slap them. Power's going to come out and be like, OCE is ours. Slap them around. OCE makes it through again. CJ's going to be dancing on the desk. It's going to be a glorious day. Then we got the 12 seed versus the 13 seed. Oh, look at these seed matchups. 9 versus 10. 4 versus 7. 13 versus 12. Interesting. G1, Twisted Minds. You know what? G1's getting a lot of hate. I think they advance through. I think they pull a Semper out of their hat. And they make it through. Even though they did a lot better, Semper. But, yeah. So I got G1 going there. 4-3. So here we go. Here's our teams. Space Station, G2, and Complexity round out the top 3. All NA teams. Then we got Moist, Crew, and Power. The next 3 are European. And then we got the 2 minor regions, SAM and OCE. And I didn't get either MENA team through. We got Oxygen and G1 to round it out. The 2 bottom teams will be European. Let's see what our groups would look like. Based on this, we got Carmine versus G1, BDS versus G2, Liquid versus Crew, Ninjas versus Complexity. Oh, watch out, Ninjas. They're going to go and tackle more South American teams, a rematch from the Spring Major. And we got Gen G, Oxygen, Rule 1, Space Station, Vitality, Power, and Phase Moist. So that's what it would be. Right now, the AI odds clearly have Power winning this. So we're not going to do the group predictions here. We'll wait till Wildcard's over. Then I'll probably do it in my hotel room when I'm at the World Championship. Hopefully everything works there. If I don't get it out, I apologize. I'll put it on Twitter or something. But that's going to do it here. So that's your Wildcard results. Let me know how wrong I am. But we all know I'm right. So, you don't even have to watch now. But I'm giving NA hope. That's the main thing here. I think Europe is still a powerhouse, but they're going to have trouble in Wildcard, but they'll sneak through. I don't believe in MENA, clearly, through these predictions. And then Sam and OC, I still got one of their teams in each. So let me know why I'm wrong in the comments below. Like, subscribe, that whole thing, yada, yada, yada. We're under 15 minutes. We did it. Catch you guys later.